AKAPADers, TGIF, it's Friday. I got a backlog of footage I have to dump. I sobbed. In my next video, I'll show you guys what that Adobe Premiere Pro problem was. It sobbed, but we're rocking and rolling. I woke up today to some glorious news, to a rumor, to an idea by the great Christain Randolph. She's been right, she's been wrong. I would say proportionally. Look, we have to take the style, and this is my style too. The style of reporting is you report things along the way. The only difference is I aggregate all of my stuff on my website, so you can see the path of me being correct or incorrect. You can chart it on my website because I have sections. For example, this right here is going to go into the James Gunn section because James Gunn, reportedly by Christain Randolph, has done the impossible. He's getting Christain Bale to return as the Dark Knight. This is going to be one of the cameos at the end of the Flash movie, at the end of Flashpoint. What am I talking about? We're talking about Son of the Demon. Now, this book, when this book came out, it shook me up because, this is something my mother bought me because it had this in it, and she's like, "You like this guy here, Peter?" And she gives this to me, and you kind of say, "Look, it's a little violent. It's okay. He can handle it." But the interior artwork, I mean, there's this one scene here where this dude crushes another man's ribcage. And I would just stare at the brutality of some of these torture scenes, and it just blew my mind. And this is also Son of the Demon is also the end of an era. This is the peak of Silver Age artwork, the peak of Silver Age proportions, measurements, all of it. This is the style that led into the Image era. Because you guys have to understand, guys like Jim Lee, Tom McFarlane, Rob Liefeld, Wells Portacio, they were a contrast to the house style status quo. There's no better example of that style and what that transition means than Son of the Demon. Son of the Demon is the absolute peak. But we have something interesting right here. We have Talia banging the Dark Knight. Now, you would have read this at one time and it would have shook your mind, but then later you would have figured out that this is Elseworlds. This is a what if. This is a what if the Dark Knight created a child. Now, later they folded it into DC proper, and that's where we're at now with the Christain Bale news. See, if we're going to use Damian in the DC universe, if James Gunn is going to use Damian, who he says is his favorite Robin, if we're going to use Damian, we're not going to do an origin story, what are we doing? We have to set it up. You can set it up by having Christain Bale already laying in bed with Talia from Dark Knight Rises. It fits. It's actually perfect. Ballsy, swinging for the fences. It hits a lot of check boxes as of interest. I think it's there. I do believe it's real. There's a side of me that wants it to be unreal because I want them to do something more, something different with Damian. I still don't like the idea that they're using Damian. People, I'm not into the Damian Robin. I want a Dick Grayson Robin. Can we start there at least? Can we start with a Dick? AKAPAD here. I love you. Goodbye.